In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the headlight assemblies on this Mercedes E350. Let's get into it. Remove these screws. I'm going to use an 8mm socket. Using a 10mm socket, take these bolts out. Underneath, we'll take this shield off, use an 8mm socket. Take these bolts out. Take these two bolts out, use an 8mm socket. Do the same on the other side. I'll take this panel down. Want to disconnect the bulb for the fog light, and then up near the marker light, we can twist the socket and pull that one out as well, and it should come out just like that. Just let that hang. On this side, the same, twist, pull the light out, and then there's a little sensor here, a little temp sensor. Just push down on the tab, slide that off. Same with the marker light. Just twist it and slide it out. Underneath, right under the front part of the bumper, there should be a bolt here and one on the other side. For this vehicle, they're both missing. You want to take those out. They should be a 15mm or a 13mm socket. Take these push pins out. I'm just going to use a trim tool. Just get under there, pry the center out. And pop the clip off. Do the same on the other side. Remove the wheel. We're going to use a 17mm socket. Take the lug bolts out. Before we take the last one out, I am going to hold the wheel from falling. And just grab the wheel, slide it out. Grab the wheel and slide it off. Take this push pin out. I'm just going to use a trim tool. Just get underneath there. Using a 10mm socket, take this nut out. Just pull this inner fender well back a little bit. With a T25 socket, there's a screw right here. Take that screw out. And this one broke, that's okay. Do the same on the other side. Right here, we're just gonna push this area in a little bit. There is a couple studs sticking down, and there's a bracket here. This bracket's very rusty, so it's a little bit different. You're gonna pop this out and then slide that off just like that. It slides forward. You can see where there's another bracket that slides right on there. We'll do the same on the other side. Separate that, grab the bumper and slide it off. Disconnect the connector from underneath. Just push down on the tab and wiggle it back. Using an 8mm socket, take this screw out under here. It's on the back side. Just take that out. Take this screw out right here. Same 8mm socket. And up here. when you loosen that, make sure you hold the light so it doesn't fall. And just grab the light assembly and it slides right out. We'll take this bracket off the old light assembly, use a T20 socket, take these 2 screws out. That's gonna come off. There's a little gear assembly right here for adjusting the headlights. We're gonna take that off. Same T20. Just pulls up. And this little bracket right here, same T20. Take that off. Take that bracket, line that up. Get the screws in and tighten those down. Put this adjuster in place. You might have to use a 6mm hex bit or socket. Just twist it slightly to get everything to line up. There we go. That's lined up. Take the screws, get those all started. Good. This bracket up top, line that up. Get those screws in and tighten those down. There, we take this cover off right here. You can throw that away. Just using some wire cutters. Just be careful, don't cut the wires, but you want to cut the wire ties. Pull those out. And this rod, make sure that doesn't fall in there. Pull this wire tie out. You can see these bulbs that it comes with are temporary bulbs or test bulbs. You want to take those out. Just push that pin over. This slides out. Grab the bulb. That will just slide like that. Don't touch the glass. This is a H7 bulb. Hook this back up. Line that up in the bracket. Take the hole down. Just get the wires out of the way. Just like that. Push that down, latch it in place, make sure the wires are out of the way, and take the cover, line the cover up, push it down, and twist it to the right. That's good. For the other bulbs, you're going to do the same. Just twist to the left. I'm going to take this bulb out, just push down, twist. Slide that out. This is a PY21W bulb. Line up the tabs, push it down, twist to the right, push that in, and twist to the right. Then open this one, twist to the left, slide that open. There's 2 Phillips head screws. Just use a Phillips head screwdriver. Just loosen them up. And loosen the top one. just slightly. You can grab the bulb and slide it out. And be careful, you don't want to touch the bulb. This is a H7 bulb. Slide this in the same way. And then down below, there is another socket. You just reach in there, twist it out. And this is a peanut bulb. Just grab that, pull that out. This is a 194 bulb. Slide the new bulb in. You can push that in first. Take this other bulb. It's going to line up in there. Push that in. There's 2 screws. You can tighten those screws down. It's going to keep the bulb in place. Take the cap, line it up, push it down, and lock it in place. There's your adjustments for after you're done. If you have to make adjustments, you can use a 6mm hex socket or a hex bit and adjust those. Take the light assemblies, line these up. Get those bolts started up top. Over here on the side, get that started. And before you tighten those down, let's get the bolt started underneath. Snug those down. Tighten that lower bolt. Take the connector, line it up, lock it down. Now take the bumper, slide it in position. And remember, you have where there's a little stud, you have to rotate that forward. And just clip that in place. You may have to slide this out and slide this in place. It makes it easier. And take that screw, line this up. Get that started. And snug that down. That's good. Push this panel back in place. Put the nut on. Snug that down. Take the push pin, line that up right there, push that in, and lock it down. And you can do the same on the other side. And put these bolts in, get those started. And the ones down below. Snug those down. The bulb back in, twist that in place, and then the side marker. Get that lined up. Push it in, just twist it to the right. And you can do the same on the other side. Slide that in place, connect the connector, and the side marker. On the sides, take this push pin, line that up, and push it in place. Do the same on the other side. And if you have the 2 screws that go to these brackets, you want to put those back in and snug those down. Take this panel and line it up. Get that lined up and get the screws started. And tighten these all down. Wheel on, line that up, take the lug bolt, get that started. And we'll tighten that down, snug that one down, and then put the other ones in. I'll tighten these all down. Take the wheel, slide it in place. Take the lug bolts, get those started. Snug that one down, then put the other ones in. Now we're going to torque the lug bolts down to 95 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Go around again, double check. Go around again, double check.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.